What up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of AC Reviews the World. I am your host, AC the Engineer, and we are at episode 164. Yes, 164. Hopefully, everybody had a good day today. We missed a couple of shows last week. We did. I'm sorry, but we are back and again. On the top of the day, it is Monday, April 6th, 2026, year of our Lord, and it's time to jump into it. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got a lot of stuff to discuss. But remember, let's do some housekeeping first. The best thing to do, if you ever disagree with anything I say, is always just to leave a comment. Let's have a discussion about it. That's what's wrong with the world now. Not a lot of people are talking about this type of stuff. Now, the best way to show your support is always just to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you can be up to date on all the videos, y'all. But you know how I like to do it. Let's jump right into it. The first topic we're going to be discussing today is we got to go over to a man who has finally been declared innocent after 47 years for his apparent killing of a New York City rabbi. We got a few videos to look at, and then, of course, we'll go over to the AI breakdown just to get a little bit more information about it. But let's jump over into it and see what we can find out, y'all.
A stunning victory for a Brooklyn man who fought 47 years to clear his name in the high-profile murder of a Crown Heights rabbi. Carl Miller has now been officially declared innocent by a judge. Investigative reporter Sarah Wallace has covered every aspect of this case and has the latest.
Actual innocence is incredibly tough to prove, so much so that only a handful of cases making that claim have been overturned in New York. Now, the name of Carl Miller is added to that rare list.
I was just overwhelmed with so much emotion because I finally got vindicated. I finally got to have my truth be heard.
Carl Miller, now 65 years old, embracing his first full day as an officially innocent man.
Rabbi David Okanov was murdered early one morning.
It was a notorious high-profile case, the murder of prominent Crown Heights Rabbi David Okanov in the fall of 1979 fueled simmering racial tensions. Cops quickly arrested Miller, then 19 years old.
Why would a guilty person go volunteer for a police lineup, volunteer to talk to the police, volunteer for a polygraph test?
Still, a jury convicted Miller the next year, largely based on the single eyewitness testimony of another teen he knew, Darrell Brown, who was originally considered a suspect.
He lied on me. To this day, I don't know why they was fixated on me.
Miller, who spent 31 years behind bars before being paroled in 2010, never...
Quick question. First of all, how do you consider someone a suspect? Solely based off the word of someone else you consider a suspect. That doesn't make any sense. But this is back in the day where they were just trying to close the cases, and as long as they got a black guy, they didn't care about anything else. But let's keep going into this.
Never stopped fighting to prove his innocence. We talked back in 2024 when his attorneys had filed a motion to overturn the conviction based on new evidence they say they'd uncovered, including a description by two witnesses of a suspect that didn't match Miller.
I went to 4 parole boards and maintained my innocence. Never changed the story, not one time. And if I would had to say that I committed a crime to get out, you wouldn't be talking to me now.
Miller testified during an evidentiary hearing. So did Darrell Brown, who declined to speak to us. Late yesterday, in a 49-page decision, Justice Guy Mangano vacated the conviction on actual innocence, saying the court finds particularly compelling the fact that defendant consistently maintained his innocence at all of his parole hearings, even when he knew that admitting his guilt therein would have helped his chances of being paroled. Miller's lead attorney.
We will probably never know who committed this crime because they were so focused on getting Carl that they disregarded any other possibility. By arithmetic, somewhere out there somebody got away with murder.
What would you say to the ultimate?
I would say to the ultimate family that you need justice because my family and myself had finally got justice. I did not kill your loved one.
The DA's office wouldn't comment except to say it is reviewing the decision. Conceivably, they could appeal, but Carl Miller cannot be retried because the judge not only found him innocent, but dismissed the original indictment. From downtown Brooklyn.
That's what I like to hear. That is what I like to hear. Now, my first suspect would be the dude who told on him or who named him in the first place, who they originally had as a suspect. I wonder why they didn't look at him. But at the end of the day, you know what they was trying to do? They was just trying to get it over with. They said, we got our guy, and that's all we need to think about. Let's go over to one more video just to get a little bit more insight on this.
A stunning victory for a Brooklyn man who fought 47 years to clear his name in the high-profile murder of a Crown Heights rabbi. Carl Miller has now been officially declared innocent by a judge. Investigative reporter Sarah Wallace has covered every aspect of this case and has the latest.
Oh, wrong one. Hold on. Wait a minute for me. Wait a minute. Ooh. There it is.
The murder of a prominent rabbi shocked the Brooklyn community back in 1979, and a man convicted in his murder spent 30 years in prison. But now a judge has ruled Carl Miller was innocent and wrongly accused. Jennifer Bisram spoke with Miller about his fight to clear his name.
The scariest part, or hardest knowing that any day I could be killed.
Decades in prison served by a Brooklyn father who never gave up on his innocence.
I miss my kids growing up. I miss attending family members' funerals. I miss so much.
Carl Miller was convicted of killing a prominent Crown Heights rabbi in Brooklyn in 1979. It was Miller's 19th birthday.
I volunteered for a polygraph to show that I had nothing to do with this crime. Went to the parole board 4 times, maintained my innocence because it's the truth.
He served 31 years in prison, the system erasing his 20s, 30s, and 40s while the world went on. He was released at 50, but never stopped fighting to erase the stain on his record.
I feel good. I feel relief.
On April 1st, in a 49-page decision, a judge cleared Miller, now a 65-year-old grandfather, of any wrongdoing.
He had an alibi at all times. The only evidence against him was one teenage witness who repeatedly changed his story, lied under oath, and was in contrast with undisputed eyewitnesses.
And this is the person that they decided to believe and send a man to jail for 30 years.
Data shows as of October 2025, the Brooklyn District Attorney's Conviction Review Unit exonerated over 500 people.
I spent 31 years of my life in prison, and that's half of my life. It was hell.
Even though he's been out of jail for 15 years, he says he's still learning to live outside of prison walls.
It's hard to change, especially going through something like that, having to spend 30 years of your life behind the bars, constantly watching your back. We all know prison changes you. Prison changes anyone who goes in. That's why a lot of questions on making sure that the people who actually go to prison are completely innocent. But it's sometimes people either don't care or it's hard to even prove that they're innocent. But let's go over into the AI breakdown just to get a little bit more information about this whole situation. So as we know, in April 2026, Carl Miller was officially found innocent, declared innocent in 1979 murder of Rabbi David in Brooklyn. So the incident happened on his 19th birthday where the rabbi was shot and killed at point-blank range while walking to the morning prayer in Crown Heights. Miller was convicted in 1980, primarily based on the inconsistent testimony of a 16-year-old friend. I don't know if you can consider him a friend. Other witnesses described the shooter as roughly 5'9" and 150 pounds. Miller was 6'1", 174 pounds. Miller served 31 years in prison, maintaining his innocence the whole time, even through his parole boards. So in 2024, Miller's attorney filed a motion to vacate the conviction, citing newly discovered evidence and prosecutorial misconduct. On April 1st, 2026, that's when the Supreme Court Judge Matthew vacated the conviction, stating that the Miller had proven his actual innocence to a high legal standard. See, that's a big thing now, because just being able to, that means it's off your record. No one can consider you a murderer. Because he served his time in prison. Some people probably might be like, why does it matter anymore? Because you're still considered a felon and a murderer. Someone who murdered a rabbi. But with that, now he's truly considered innocent. It's not much life left to live, but still he can move on with his life and put it behind him. The judge noticed that his consistent refusal to admit guilt, even to secure an earlier parole. That is crazy. Because a lot of people, you got to think about it. A lot of people, I might be even guilty of the same thing, just wanting to admit innocence just to get out of that hellhole. But he stuck to his guns. He knew that he didn't do it, and he would always confirm that he did not do it to anyone who asked. Would you be able to do the same thing? 31 years telling the same story, even though you know it's possibility you could have got out even earlier if you would have just lied and said you ended up killing him. Okay. Let me know your thoughts on that situation, y'all. Let me know how you feel about it. I am happy that he finally got proven innocence and they can no longer charge him for it. The real question is, who is the killer? Who was the killer? Was it the dude who pointed him out before? Or somebody just gone in the wind who's probably killed more people? It's a wild scenario, y'all. Let me know your thoughts on that situation and let me know how you feel about it. We're going to pivot now into our second topic we're going to be discussing today. And the real question is it fine to be a good Samaritan now? The world is a dangerous place and people target people who just want to do the right thing. And that's what we're going to look at today. We got someone who was just trying to do the right thing, stop for someone who looked like they was hurt on the side of a highway. But it turns out to be a setup the whole time. Let's get over into it and see what we can find out about this whole case and see what we can learn from it, y'all. It's only got one video, but we'll get over to that and then we'll get over into the AI breakdown just to get a little bit more information.
Meanwhile, a man says he was afraid for his life as he was attacked by a man who he stopped to help on the side of a Central Florida expressway.
That man is now in jail facing multiple charges. This happened Monday morning on the 429 expressway near the Seidel Road exit in Winter Garden. West 2's Justin Shecker talked with the victim.
I don't want to lose my humanity. We're put on this earth to help each other.
And that's exactly what Hans Hamilton tried to do Monday morning on the 429 expressway in Winter Garden.
I saw a car crash. I saw a door open. So being a good person, any human being would see, you would just pull over to check.
As Hamilton parks his Tesla, the man in the red t-shirt appeared to be lying motionless on the ground next to a white Lexus that had slammed into a guardrail.
I rolled down my window. Hey, are you okay? Are you okay? No response. So I'm thinking, this person's dead. So I open up my car door. As soon as I opened that car door, he was off that ground. So he was waiting.
This video from a camera in his car shows the man hop on the hood of the Tesla, and he starts stomping on the windshield.
So that's on a little incline of 429. It pulled me out of my car. As I was falling backwards, he was jumping off the roof on top of me. And that's when he started kicking and pummeling me.
A different camera captured the ambush attack and the man repeatedly punching his head.
I know on the back of my head they counted 8 different bumps. plus the kicks to the jaw, which I can finally today, I'm able to eat a thin sandwich, but I still can't open my mouth all the way.
Hamilton says the suspect, later identified as 44-year-old Daniel Coleman, threatened to take his life.
What in the world? Let's back it up just a tad bit just so we can look at his face, y'all. All this because as soon as he got out, tried to be a good person and help him. He immediately attacked him. Beat him. Oh, it looked like he was trying to kill him. Why? Did he want the car? Was he just angry? What was going through his mind? That's the main question. Let's keep going into this.
Man threatened to take his life.
The whole time he's hitting me, he's telling me he's going to kill me. And he didn't just tell me. His eyes were void of any humanity. I believed it. So when I was fighting, I knew the last thing I was going to see was not that ground.
Hamilton explained how he managed to get off the ground and away from his attacker.
I cannot beat him strength-wise, so I have to try to incapacitate him. So I think I was pommeling in his jugular vein in his neck.
Deputies arrested Coleman for battery and criminal mischief for what he did to Hamilton and his car. He's also facing charges of resisting with violence, as well as assault and battery on the first responding deputy.
He attacks the cop. Cop's on the ground rolling. What do? 4 broken ribs, jump on the ground with the cop, and at that point somebody ran across the street, across the freeway, and we're all trying to get this guy cuffed as he's still fighting.
Hamilton also suffered a brain bleed, multiple contusions, and a concussion.
Physically, the body's doing what it should do and it's healing, but it's very painful. 4 broken ribs is no joke. Mentally, it's a little more difficult.
He says he's grateful for the kindness of strangers who are making donations on his GoFundMe page for his auto and medical bills.
So the point is, there's still kindness in the world. People are donating that don't even know me. And I'm very thankful.
Covering Orange County, Justin Shecker, WESH 2 News.
Wow. Absolutely crazy. Yes, it just makes you think at the end of the day. You want to be a good person. You want to help someone. But at the end of the day, you have to look out for yourself too. Yes, it's good to be there for people, but you cannot put yourself in a position to where it can backfire and people are just trying to set you up in the first place. Now, obviously, no one would think, at least I wouldn't think, that some random man who's laying on the ground, you think is not responding, would jump up and try to beat you to death. But you got to be prepared to fight. As soon as he would have popped up, I'm back in the car, backing out. Had my hand on my firearm. But some people aren't that lucky. Let's go over into the AI breakdown just to get a little bit more information on this case. Like I said, it was only one video that I could find on this. But we got to look at it because it's a crazy case. So Haynes Hamilton, a good Samaritan driving in Central Florida, was violently ambushed and beaten after stopping to help a driver who appeared to have crashed Monday, March 30th. It happened on State Road 429, Western Expressway, near the Slidell Road exit Winter Gardens near Walt Disney World. He saw a white Lexus that had crashed into a guardrail with a man identified later as 44-year-old Daniel Coleman, lying motionless in the grass. When he stopped and called out for help, he jumped up, leaped onto the hood of Tesla, shattered the windshield, and then tackled and repeatedly punched Hamilton for nearly 30 seconds. When the Orange County Sheriff deputy arrived, Coleman also attempted to attack the officer. Despite his injuries, he helped the deputy and another bystander restrained and handcuffed him. He suffered a brain bleed, 4 broken ribs, a concussion, and multiple contusions. He has since launched a GoFundMe to help cover thousands of dollars in unexpected medical bills and vehicle repair. Yeah. So later discovered that Coleman had been involved in a separate hit-and-run crash approximately 2 miles south shortly before the incident. He was booked into the Orange County Jail on $5,000 bond and faces several charges. So the whole reason he was laying there was because he was hitting a hit and run and he tried to maybe jack the car. So all his charges are including battery of a law enforcement officer, resisting arrest, assault on a law enforcement officer, battery, and criminal mischief. Wow. The question is, would you stop and try to help him too? If you was driving by, you seen somebody laying on the ground, would you pull over and try to help him as well? Would I call the police right away? Most likely I would. Call the police as right as I see him. And it's hard to say if I would feel any kind of like warning signs going off. Just thinking that someone is truly hurt and needs my help. I don't know if warning signs would have went off for me. But I need to remember, and then everyone needs to remember, that you have to be careful in any kind of situations. Because you never know when this situation can turn south and you have to end up defending your life. It's a mad situation, y'all, but let me know your thoughts and let me know how you feel about it. Would you have stopped the same as him? Would you have known that something was off right away? Or would you have ended up being a victim just like he was? Let me know your thoughts on that situation, y'all, and let me know how you feel about it. We're going to pivot now into our third topic that we're going to be discussing today, and it's a body cam footage that popped up that we need to look at because the title of it just made me shocked. Simply called, "A Mother Stabs Her 12-Year-Old Daughter and Leaves Her for Dead." Now, I know a lot of mothers. What kind of mother would stab her 12-year-old daughter and then leave them for dead? Let's get over into it and see what we can find out about this situation and see what we can think about it. Of course, we'll go over into an AI breakdown. I was able to find something on this. So let's go over into it and see what we can find out about this whole situation, y'all. Let's jump into it.
Started when a chilling 911 call came in about a severely injured child found at a nature preserve, triggering an urgent response to a disturbing scene.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
You know what? We are in a state park. It's called, we're not from here. A little girl stopped us. She said, tried to kill her.
Where's she bleeding from?
It looks like her head is her name.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, a policeman just pulled up.
Okay, do they see you?
The sheriff, yes.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect. Okay, they'll take it from here.
Okay, all right.
Go ahead, Flo. Hey, so were y'all here when it happened?
We were, we were out on an afternoon drive, and we were coming back, and Dan saw her running with her, and we stopped, and that's how.
Were they out here camping or something?
I don't know. She was just...
I didn't see any campground or camping equipment or anything around there.
Okay. Where were y'all at when you picked her up?
About a mile down this road.
Down Webb Lake Road here?
Yeah.
Was she here or not?
No, she had already gone.
She's already left. That's what she told us, is that she's already taken off.
Okay.
Your aunt wasn't there though, right?
No.
Okay, and she thought that your aunt was going to try and take custody of you?
Yes.
Okay. What was she saying during all this?
That they're going to take me and they're going to kill me.
Your aunt? Is that who was saying that your aunt's going to take you and kill you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that she wanted to just finish it.
Okay.
It's hard. It hurts to move.
Okay, just don't move for me. They're right there. They're right there. Besides your head and neck, is there anywhere else that hurts?
My hand.
Your hand. Okay, besides your hands, all right? Nothing else?
Nothing.
Despite her injuries, the victim identifies 35-year-old Gwendolyn as the attacker, telling deputies she was stabbed and left hidden under brush, but officers shift focus to getting her immediate help as paramedics rush in to treat her at the scene.
Okay, let's break down a little bit what we've heard so far. So it seems like the aunt was probably going to take them away because obviously the mother cannot take care of the children. At least that's my initial thinking. We'll have to deep dive later into this. But it seems like she tried to put into her head that they were going to kill her. And she said she might as well do it now. These are the type of parents who deserve to be locked up for the rest of their lives. Absolutely sickening. Let's keep going into this.
She did not lose any consciousness or anything. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get you on a stretcher, okay?
Hey, LT. I know Battalion wants to land on Tuckers. Can we not land on the grass field here?
What's that?
Can the helicopter not land on the grass field here?
Our battalion's gonna grab. I think he's gonna grab the LED down there.
Oh, because they're asking for the road, but I just didn't know if we could land them here because we can just. This is already shut down.
Give me a second.
Yeah. So I talked to y'all real briefly.
Yes.
Are y'all related to her?
No.
You just happen to see it.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
she
flagged
flagged us
y'all
down.
down. Okay.
Yeah.
Once everything kind of gets situated here, would it be possible for y'all to
Take
bring
back
us
to-
back to
sure.
at least where you found her at, and then we can work our way from there?
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you.
I can try to get you pretty close, but
Yeah.
I was more concerned about getting her in.
No, and
Yeah,
I totally understand
Yeah,
that.
and
I'm
he
totally
just-
glad y'all found her. And
He actually
called
just
and
got
everything.
out of the hospital 2 days ago.
Oh no.
So.
It looked like you were doing good though. All things
I hate to
considered.
say it, Florida hasn't been real good to me.
It's really hot down here.
But we're from Arizona, so. But it's
humid. Yeah, it's humid. I've been out in the desert. Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
What spot are you talking about over there?
There's campsites right here. See these? See where the shitters are?
Yeah.
There's big open fields right over there. With
25422 Calvin Lane, cross street and right tree lane. Let's make contact with a white male
Josh,
Douglas.
try to get as good as pictures as you can right now.
And then you can call the officer from Northport PD for the rest of the
Alright. Would it be possible to grab some photos of her real quick?
Let's go to the back.
Yeah, just. I'll grab it for you guys. Want me to move my car down there?
Yeah, let's let our rescue get back there and then you can follow.
Oh, I'll move my car down there on the other side so it just blocks off the road.
She's not sure where it happened. There's no campsite she can describe, no boat ramps or anything like that. She was worried that Aunt was going to take custody of her and wanted to finish her off, she said. She pulled her by the hair, knocked her down, and started stabbing her with a knife.
Can you describe what kind of knife?
What's that?
Did she describe what kind
She
of
said it
knife?
was like a pocket knife. That's all I can do.
After paramedics rushed her to the hospital for immediate care, officers began speaking with witnesses to understand what they saw and how the child was found, focusing on gathering key details to locate the suspect as quickly as possible.
You guys have identification on you by chance?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Do you know the meaning of perjury?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to explain it to you just to make sure. Perjury can be committed by telling lies or omitting information while under oath. Perjury is a crime in the state of Florida. Do you understand what I've explained to you about perjury? Prior to taking this sworn statement, I will place you under oath. Please raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm the statement you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yeah.
All right. We are here for a little incident that happened here at the Cecil Webb Wilderness Park, correct? What happened today?
My wife and I just saw it. We decided we wanted to take a drive through it. We went all the way to the end of the road. On the way back out, I noticed this little girl crouched down in the bushes.
Mm-hmm.
As we went by her, she jumped up, started waving her arms. So my wife stopped, backed up, and she came up to the door and said, "You have to help me. You have to help me."
Okay.
I could see she was covered in blood, so I got out, got the door open, moved some stuff, and got her in the back seat. And in the meantime, my wife called 911. We started working our way out.
Okay. How about how far back were you?
Probably about a mile.
Okay. And you were coming back this way, correct?
We were already on our way
What
out.
side of the road was she on?
She would have been on the right side.
Okay, so the right side in this case would be the east side.
Yeah.
So she was crouched back. How about how far back from the road was she?
She was only maybe 15 yards off the road.
15 yards off the road? Okay. And you saw her crouching down?
I noticed her just out of the corner of my eye. My peripheral vision's not real good. But I noticed something out of the corner of my eye, and when I turned, I saw her stand up and start waving her arms.
Okay. All right. And what did you see on her? You saw the blood, obviously. Did you see anything else?
No.
Okay, you saw blood. Where was the blood concentrated at on her?
Mostly around her head.
Red head and neck area?
Yeah.
Okay. And did she say her name by chance, or?
On the way out, we started asking her questions so that if we needed to, we could, let her, and she gave us her name.
Okay.
She told us what happened. Tried stabbing her, or had stabbed her and tried to kill her.
Okay, what was her name? Do you remember? Okay.
My memory.
That's fine. That's just the first name is fine. So there was nobody around, or she was just kind of secluded by herself.
Yeah.
Okay. And is there anything else that you think might be beneficial for us for this statement?
Not that I can think of. It's just that she was very emphatic that it was much done it to her.
Okay. Did you get out and help her in? Or did your wife did?
I got out, opened the door. I had to move some stuff in the back seat.
Okay.
When she started again, I just gave her an elbow to
Did you see any weapons around there or anything? I know it was quick and everything, so okay.
Because by the time we got back to her, she was already out of the bushes and up on the edge of the pavement.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Okay. All right, thank you, sir. I'll be right back. I'll make this quick so get the bugs out of here. And
No problem.
are you fine? Do you recall about how far back it was?
You know, we had.
Okay, I like how he separated the couple, because that's I'm assuming just make sure they don't have any conflicting information in their line to give a better idea if they're lying or not. But let's keep going into this.
I don't recall exactly, but I know we had passed the boat, the first boat launch.
Gotcha.
You know, we had just barely passed that.
All right, let me put you on tape before we go any further.
Sure.
And are you fine driving us back?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Well, I was driving, and my husband yelled at me to stop.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, someone's flagging us down.
So you guys were in here just to drive through, correct?
Yeah,
Nothing going on?
No. We
So
just
you
wanted to
drive
come
us-
and look. And
So you guys came in here, made a right at the entrance, went all the way?
went all the way to the
Okay,
end,
all right.
made the circle around,
Okay.
and we were coming back out.
All right, so you coming back out, and what'd you see?
Yeah. And when I looked in my rearview mirror, I saw a young girl running behind us.
But you also saw that your husband said that's to stop, right? You said,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
So
He said, stop.
all right, and what did he say? Why did he
He
stop?
said, stop. And he said, somebody's back there is looks like they need our help.
Okay, all right, so you stopped the
basically.
truck?
So I stopped, and I looked back there, and I started backing up.
Okay, all right, and you looked in your rearview mirror and
Yeah.
you saw
A young girl.
Okay, young girl.
Yeah, a young girl. She had one shoe in her hand and one swing.
All right. When I first got on scene, I know it was hectic. There's a
Yeah.
lot going on. Is there anything that maybe we discussed or you discussed with my partner that we're forgetting to add to the statement that might be beneficial?
No.
Nothing that you can think of?
No,
Okay.
because I basically just said, we've got this girl in the
And
back.
was there anybody around when you
no,
were back?
no.
She was by herself?
She was,
No?
as far as I know, she was by herself. I didn't see anyone else. I didn't see any vehicles behind us
Okay,
either.
guys. You didn't see any vehicles in the area?
I didn't see vehicles
Okay,
in the air, and
gotcha.
I didn't see a vehicle coming in behind us as we were coming forward.
Okay, gotcha.
either.
Okay. All right, thank you, ma'am.
Authorities say the case began when a young girl was found critically injured at a nature preserve after being stabbed and left under brush. Investigators say the victim was able to identify her attacker, leading to a rapid search and arrest. Officers arrested Gwendolyn, 35, and charged her with aggravated battery and aggravated child abuse. The suspect later confessed and provided the location of the weapon used in the attack. She is currently being held on a $750,000 bond pending transfer, while the victim remains in stable condition as the investigation continues. Cases like this leave many questioning how something like this could happen and what justice should look like moving forward.
Now, the aggravated, so they charged her, at least from this video, they charged her with aggravated child abuse and assault. That clearly seems like attempted murder to me, but we'll get over into the AI breakdown just to find out a little bit more information or give us some greater details on what we just witnessed or saw. So as we know, the mother, 34-year-old Gwendolyn, was arrested in Charlotte County, Florida, for allegedly stabbing her 12-year-old daughter and leaving her dead in a wildlife management area. So it happened on May 26, 2025, where she reportedly drove her daughter to the Webb Wildlife Management Area. According to the investigation, she pinned the girl down and stabbed her multiple times in the face, neck, and chest. The girl survived by playing dead while her mother allegedly attempted to hide her body under a pile of brush and debris. That is one smart, brave little girl. She had the wherewithal or the thought process to hide or to play dead in a situation where your mother is trying to kill you. While her mother allegedly attempted to hide her body under a pile of brush and debris, once she drove away, the girl managed to crawl out and flag down passing couple who called for help. The victim suffered more than a dozen stab wounds, including 4 to the right side of her neck and 3 to the left. She was hospitalized and later reportedly to be in stable condition. It's a miracle she survived. So the mother is charged with aggravated battery on a child, aggravated child abuse. She reportedly confessed to the attack following her arrest in North Fort Myers. As of late 2025, she is awaiting her competency hearing after a judge ordered medical evaluation to determine if she was mentally fit to stand trial. I don't care if she's mentally. She needs to go to jail. It's as simple as that. She remains held without bond at the Charlotte County Jail. So why not attempted murder? That's my first question. Why not attempted murder? So in Florida, the decision to charge a defendant with aggravated battery rather than attempted murder often comes down to the specific evidence of intent to kill and a strategic advantage for the prosecutors. Basically, if they can actually win the case, the simple way to put it. While the public and the victim's family may view the act as attempt on life, prosecutors must meet specific legal threshold for conviction. So you need to have proof of intent, aggravated battery as an alternate, and then evidence of the abandonment. Basically, Florida law includes a defense for a defendant that might argue that voluntary abandonment that attempted to kill before it was completed. Abandonment, okay. It still doesn't make sense why this specific case, because she even admitted what she did, or maybe it's you got to prove that she truly attempted to kill her, but sounds like attempted murder to me. I don't know, y'all. Well, let me know your thoughts on that situation. Let me know how you feel about it. Are you just like me and think attempted murder just sounds right for this kind of case? It's a wild situation. The mother might have some mental health problems, but at the end of the day, I've said this several times, y'all. I don't care about the mental health. They need, no matter what, they need to be locked up for the rest of their lives. I don't care if it's in a loony bin. I don't care if it's in however you want to call it, a mental health facility or in the jailhouse itself. They do not need to leave for the rest of their lives in specific cases like these and other cases. But let me know your thoughts on this situation, y'all. Let me know how you feel about it. It's a tragic situation, and that little girl is going to need a lot of counseling to get over the fact that her mother tried to kill her. Absolutely crazy, y'all. We're going to pivot now to our fourth topic that we're going to be discussing today. And based on the time, we'll probably have the time to go over a fifth. So this next topic we're going to get over into is some more body cam footage that I found. And the title, it always, that's what makes me go to these kind of body cam footages. We got the wife finds something, or the wife films her husband doing something unthinkable. I'm happy some wives would try to hide it, but she obviously came to the police. But let's get over into it and see what we can find out about this situation. What was the husband doing? Something with children? Something even worse? Let's find out and we'll see what our thoughts are. Let's jump over into it, y'all.
He's got a knife in his hand.
Where are you stabbed?
Everywhere.
She's been stabbed probably a dozen or 2 dozen times.
He's telling me die.
On September 28, 2022, the Sumter County Sheriff's Office is called by 68-year-old Marjorie Green, who claims she has just been stabbed in her home in Lady Lake, Florida. Investigators are left reeling as they try to understand the motivation behind the savage attack, only to discover that the gruesome incident was captured on camera.
I so love her. I still love her.
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. At 7:44 a.m., as deputies race to Marjorie's house, she warns that her attacker is still inside. Even with this warning, they are unprepared for the horror waiting for them within.
Sheriff's office, open the door!
Want me to go back door?
Well, she's saying the front door is going to be locked.
10-4 it is.
Back door.
212, she's stating she cannot get up. She's barely breathing.
Break the door.
Caller just advised break the door down.
Well, you're good to force entry into that residence.
Ready?
Sheriff's office!
Sheriff's office! Ready?
Go ahead.
Sheriff's office! Sheriff's office! Got lots of blood. Sheriff's office!
Stand by.
That's 10-4.
He's in the chair, he's in the chair. She's in the chair? Sheriff's office! Sheriff's office! Hey.
134 is
He's breathing. He's breathing.
You got a knife?
He's got a knife in his hand.
Get the knife out of it. Have EMS rolling.
Help me. I can't move.
Okay.
212, do you guys have anybody outstanding?
Is that a dog just chilling on a bed?
The male's unresponsive in a chair.
Help.
Where are you stabbed?
Everywhere.
Everywhere?
I think in my lung.
Okay.
I'm having trouble.
Okay.
I can't move.
Okay.
I called him.
Okay. Oh, I got it. Okay. Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Telling me die.
Huh?
I think he's telling me die.
No, we got the ambulance coming.
Marjorie identifies her attacker as
Hold on. Before we y'all heard that, right? She said, please tell me he died. The wife, that is crazy.
her husband, 72-year-old George Hashi, who is now unresponsive in the other room.
Can you look at me? Can you look at me? Are you still there? Squeeze my hand. Can you squeeze my hand?
Besides slightly blinking his eyes, George doesn't move.
All right, Margaret. That's your husband? Okay. Just luckily you're not bleeding a lot right now, okay? So just take shallow breaths, don't hurt yourself. The ambulance is on their way.
He's got shallow breathing. He sliced his throat all the way across.
All right, so you can put something on it.
Where's the bathroom? Here.
So first thoughts, attempted murder-suicide. He attempted to kill his wife before slitting his slitting his own throat is some badness. Let's keep going.
You're in a lot of pain?
Yeah.
How's your throat? Did he get your throat at all? No. Okay.
Though her throat may be fine, Marjorie has multiple stab wounds to her chest, torso, and legs. George is also seriously injured.
He stabbed her. I got this female on the floor. She's got her lungs. She's been stabbed probably 2 dozen times.
Telling me die.
She's my victim if you want to start with her. Yeah. She's talking, but she's critical. Maybe you know where you are right now? What's that? What happened today?
He got angry and stabbed me everywhere.
Okay.
Tried to kill me.
You having any trouble breathing right now?
Yep.
You got any chest pain?
Yeah. Way down here.
All right.
No, it was this. I don't think he got the carotid. I don't think he had the carotid.
You have any trouble breathing right
I
now?
don't see it bleeding right now. It's not bleeding out. And what about that arm? This one?
Did
you wrap this? Yes.
Were they bleeding really bad?
Yeah.
Let's just wrap them tight.
I didn't see any up on his stomach.
Let's wrap these tight.
Besides,
Oh man, did he say anything before he stabbed you? Okay.
Sir, hey, wake up, okay? Keep those eyes open.
Both Marjorie and George are determined to be in critical condition. Despite her many injuries, Marjorie managed to tell the deputies part of what led to the incident.
They're getting a divorce. He told her he was going to kill her, and then he started stabbing her.
Hey, do you know what a dying declaration is? Let her know that these wounds could possibly be fatal. But did you let her know these wounds could possibly be fatal? And we need to know what happened. So that way it's covered under the dying declaration.
Marjorie, you understand that your injuries might be fatal? Okay. Can you tell me who did this to you?
My husband,
Okay. What's your husband's name?
George Hess.
Okay. And did he say anything before he started stabbing you?
Yes, he's going to take my.
Okay.
Yeah, grab them underneath that arm pick. Grab them underneath that. Grab them and go. Let's go. Ready? 1, 2. Hold on. Bless. He's stuck. He's stuck on us.
Now, quick question. Now, you mentioned we heard a little something saying that if you want to start with her, that's the victim. Do you think it's right for them to? Because you know how some people will be like, oh, well, the medical community should be non-biased. So in this situation, you will want to go after the person who is truly the most critically in danger of dying? You know how I feel about it. I would have just, we ain't even going to talk about it. Let's keep going, though.
Sitting in blood. A huge puddle of blood.
He's alive. Do you guys need anything from us right now?
No, sir. We're just waiting on the ambulance.
All right, cool. No, we need to load somebody up. We can. I don't know. We'll put them on a roof rack somewhere, but
It's been a while for one of these.
I was looking at the call history, and it was leading up to it.
Oh, was it?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get
a lot of civil stuff
here.
The deputies also take care of one more thing. The couple's dog, who has been quietly sitting on the bed this entire time.
Got it.
There you go. You got it?
Yeah.
All right.
Let them know their radios and stuff.
Yeah.
They get a chance. Hey, it's okay, baby. It's okay.
The dog was left in the care of a neighbor. Just before she's transported, Marjorie drops one more bombshell.
Is there a camera? Is that what you said? There's a camera on the counter over here. I don't know if it's working. Sitting on the desk. Why?
Well, it'd be great if we caught it on camera, wouldn't it?
As it would turn out, the entire incident was caught on camera and would eventually reveal the details of the brutal attack. Before they can review the haunting footage, however, Marjorie is rushed to the Ocala Regional Medical Center.
She had about a lot here, a couple on her legs.
She had 13, I counted total, but I couldn't see her back. So
Okay. Yeah.
On her front, I counted 13.
Look at the splatter on the lampshade. You know, I don't even have any words.
I didn't even put my belt keepers on.
Well, I saw you at the annex. I was like, I hope she's not in the bathroom.
I was.
Because I was like, I'm going to need backup on this one. Because I knew.
I threw this on so fast it wasn't even funny.
I wasn't sure what his status was. Like, if he was in there with a knife waiting for us or what, you know?
Trying to understand what led to the incident, deputies spoke to both Marjorie and George at the hospital. Miraculously, both survived their wounds. With her sister at her side, Marjorie explains that she and George had started divorcing about 6 months prior. She was no longer living at the house where George was still staying.
I had moved in with an ex-boyfriend, basically.
Okay.
And I was going back to his house.
She was only at the house she used to share with George to get a few things when the incident occurred.
He basically attacked me.
Okay.
He called me all kinds of nasty names.
Okay.
That's all I can remember.
Okay. Do you remember anything else about the morning or what happened to you?
I just remember he kept coming at me with a knife.
The exact moment George attacked her was caught on a camera she had set up in her old bedroom. When deputies spoke with him, George shared some insight into his state of mind during the violent outburst.
I just snapped. Been under incredible stress with this marriage, with my relationship. And it just, I have tried since July 14th to get her to relent on me. And she walked out on me. I never saw it coming. It hurt me deeply. She ripped my heart out.
Right.
She ran. And she's done it before, apparently.
Now remember, y'all, remember the definition between attempted murder, and manslaughter, attempted manslaughter. It all comes to the state of mind of the person. If he can prove, or they can prove, that he was under extensive stress, that can be a life-changing charge, a life-altering charge, from murder to manslaughter. Let's keep going.
She hooked up with her first husband over the internet. And I'm like, what?
Was this the
I had no idea. I begged her to stop being so negative.
He kept saying he wanted to kill me, that I was evil.
This is by far, that's why I wanted to die. This is the worst thing by far that has ever happened to me.
A deputy also spoke to the EMT who transported George, and he shared that he made similar claims on the way to the hospital.
On the way here, whenever we got him stabilized, he finally woke up, says he wants to die, doesn't want any help, started fighting a little bit, and then he said, I tried killing my wife, I want to die, and over again fighting with him. He said he still don't want nothing done to him, he's going to do it again whenever he gets out.
Going to do it again whenever he gets out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Did he leave? Did he stay?
He tried to leave.
He tried to leave?
I did.
Oh, you did. What did you do?
He tried to get out the front door.
Okay. Were you able to do that?
No, he kept coming after me.
Okay. He what?
Kept coming after me.
Kept coming after you. Okay.
Earlier, the deputies noticed a chilling detail about the crime scene and what George may have been doing during those moments following the attack.
Smoking a cigar probably before he did it. Last cigar.
She crawled to the bedroom to get her phone. Okay. She said it took her some time to crawl to the bedroom.
I so love her. I still love her. All the things she's done to me, I don't care. Mm-hmm. I would take her back in a heartbeat and we would have to work it out. I don't want a divorce. I never wanted a divorce.
Regardless of what he may have wanted, court records indicate a dissolution of his marriage to Marjorie in 2023. Prior to this, however, George Hashi was charged with attempted felony murder. According to court records, he entered a plea of no contest for attempted first-degree murder with a weapon and was adjudicated guilty. He was ordered to have no contact with Marjorie, and restitution was ordered for her in the form of $30,000 for medical expenses. The restitution was reduced to a judgment lien. George was sentenced to 18 years in prison with a credit of 1,173 days for time served.
So I'm guessing he didn't try to kill himself again. I'm thinking he didn't try to kill himself again. So most likely all that stuff where he was saying, oh, he was very stressed, and he probably was. But I'm thinking that was immediately trying to basically get over on it. At the end of the day, he's trying to reduce his possible sentence. At least that's my thinking. He might feel differently. But it is crazy that, because she said she was living at her ex-boyfriend's house. I'm assuming that's the guy that she met over the internet, her first husband. Absolutely wild situation. But he got 18 years. 18 years because he killed his wife, attempted to kill his wife. Before she died, he in there sitting there smoking a cigar before he eventually tried to slit his own throat. Or he did slit his throat. Just didn't do a good job of it. Absolutely crazy situation, y'all. Let me know your thoughts on that. And let me know if you disagree with anything I said. Now, we got a little bit more time left. And I do want to go over into one more topic. So we will. We got a state trooper who has been charged for the second time of domestic violence. It seems like the first time the wife went back and recanted, but the second time it was caught on video. Let's get over into this video and see what our thoughts are and see what we can find out about this whole situation. Like always, let me know your thoughts.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. From the investigative unit, a trooper who was arrested for domestic violence last year and not prosecuted is back in custody tonight, facing additional charges, including multiple counts of obstruction of justice.
Lieutenant James Jefferson III had his charges dropped last year, and a new investigation by the Attorney General's office is shedding light as to why. Bess Casterly has more.
Michael, Sylvia, the new allegations lay out 2 additional instances of domestic abuse, including that Jefferson hit his wife with his car. He's also accused of forcing his wife to retract statements she gave to police.
Exclusive video taken by the WBRZ investigative unit captured the moment State Police Trooper James Jefferson III was arrested for the second time, this time by members of his own agency. According to the Attorney General's office, the 18-year veteran stands accused of multiple instances of physical abuse, as well as trying to influence or interfere with investigations and destroying evidence. Jefferson was arrested by Baton Rouge police last year for domestic violence against his wife. The investigative unit was there when state police came to collect his patrol unit. According to the affidavit in that incident from February 2025, Jefferson and his wife had a physical altercation where he threw her to the ground while a child was nearby. Jefferson had scratches on his hands, and there was no mention of visible injuries to the victim. Officers were able to find surveillance video which captured only audio of the altercation.
Despite that evidence, District Attorney Hiller Moore's office declined to prosecute that case, we're told, because the victim filed a drop charges request. We're now learning that Jefferson may have coerced her into filing that request, as well as providing other false statements.
Now, that is one of the biggest problems we have with domestic violence victims, is that either they're convinced by their husband or boyfriend, whoever is assaulting them, to drop the charges. Baby, I'll never do this again. I was just super angry and stressed. I love you. They'll say all kinds of things to get a woman, or it can be a man too, to get them to not press any kind of charges. And without them pressing charges, it's hard to move forward. It's virtually impossible. There are some ways, but let's keep going into this.
The Attorney General's investigation is connected to that incident and several new allegations of abuse from the same victim. Before his first arrest, Jefferson was a lieutenant over the Criminal Patrol Unit. Currently, he works with the Gaming Control Unit.
State police say Jefferson is on administrative leave. In all, he's charged with 1 count of aggravated battery, 2 counts of domestic abuse battery, 2 counts of filing false public records, and 3 counts of obstruction of justice.
Absolutely sickening. Let's go over to this next video and see what else we can find out.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. First tonight, a bond of $52,500 has been set for a state trooper arrested on domestic violence charges for the second time.
James Jefferson appeared in court today charged with domestic violence. News 2's Joe Collins asked a legal expert about this hearing.
That's right, Michael, Sylvia. This was the second time that Jefferson has been arrested on domestic violence charges. He was arrested in February 2025, and he posted a $10,000 bond. This new bond for this year is...
Tuesday afternoon, our cameras were rolling as Trooper James Jefferson III was arrested for the second time on domestic violence charges. In court Thursday, attorneys for the state showed video of Jefferson allegedly strangling his wife. He's also accused of hitting her with his car before pressuring her to lie about the incident to investigators.
I'm sorry.
Legal commentator Franz Borghardt says these allegations raise serious questions.
So I don't think we can gloss over the fact that if we're talking about hitting them with a car, those allegations, if true, begs the question, what is going on with this trooper such that he has those kind of violent tendencies? If in fact these facts are true, it raises the biggest red flag, which is, can he really be trusted to be law enforcement?
As soon as someone beats their wife, I think the question is, that's the first question should be asked in the first place. Like, come on, let's be serious now. If a police officer beats his wife at the house, Should he be a police officer? Absolutely not. Let's keep going.
Commissioner Nicole Robinson said that according to the law's definition, the video showed probable cause of strangulation, but she would need more to hold Jefferson without bond. Bond was set at $52,500.
I would say that a second offense domestic abuse battery, depending on the nature of the facts, depending on other issues, 50 to 60 is not an unreasonably low nor high bond. It's a reasonable bond.
A part of his bond, Jefferson is prohibited from possessing a firearm.
Domestic abuse battery raises all sorts of questions. Like under the federal law, you can't possess a firearm if you're convicted of a domestic crime.
Robinson ordered Jefferson to wear an ankle monitor, attend counseling, and undergo a substance abuse evaluation. She also issued a protective order, which was not in place following Jefferson's first arrest.
I'm surprised it wasn't. I'm not surprised it wasn't in the first case because she ended up recanting it.
Contacted by the attorney representing the victim's family, he says that he nor the family can make any statements at the moment. Michael?
Absolutely crazy situation, y'all. Let's go over into the AI breakdown just to get a little bit more information about this whole situation. So as we know, we got the Louisiana State Police Trooper James Jefferson III, 41, was arrested on March 31st, 2026 on domestic violence charges for the second time. The second arrest conducted by the Louisiana Attorney General's office, following a referral from the state police. So he faces multiple counts, including aggravated battery, domestic abuse battery, filing a false report, and 3 counts of obstruction of justice. He is accused of strangling his wife, hit her with a car, and pressuring her to lie to investigators. So his first arrest, which happened in February 2025, he was arrested by the Baton Rouge Police Department for domestic abuse battery with a child endangerment. His current status as of April 2026, a judge set his bond for $52,500. Under the conditions of his release, he must wear a GPS monitor, undergo substance abuse evaluations, and is prohibited from possessing a firearm. During the hearing on April 2nd, the court found probable cause for the strangulation charge after reviewing video evidence. The investigation into his conduct remains active, following on both the new allegations and the alleged cover-up of the prior incident. Absolutely tragic. So I did have a question. Why give him bond in the first place? So during the bond hearing on April 2nd, prosecutors did request that he be held without bond, but the court commissioner rejected the request due to the lack of clear and convincing evidence. I guess the video isn't enough to say that that's clear and conclusive that he shouldn't be out on the streets. Okay. So under Gwynn's law, a judge can only deny bail if there is a clear and convincing evidence that the defendant possesses an imminent danger or is a flight risk. In this case, the decision turned on several factors. So insufficient evidence of strangulation. Prosecutors presented a video they claimed showed Jefferson strangling his wife. However, Commissioner Nicole stated that while she saw a hand on the woman's neck, the video did not clearly show the intentional impeding of airflow. The intentional impeding of airflow required for strangulation charges to warrant a no bond court or no bond order. So they actually got to see that it looks like he's strangling the air out of you, or he's not letting you get any air. Probable cause versus no bond standard. So the commissioner noted that while there was enough evidence for probable cause to proceed with the charge, the higher legal threshold needed to hold someone without bond had not been met. And the court determined that the public and victim safety could be managed through strict conditions rather than a total incarceration. These include GPS monitor, protective order, and prohibition of firearms, mandated counseling, parenting classes, and substance abuse evaluations. But let's be honest, y'all. Let's think about this. I think we got the gist of that. But if someone truly wants to take your life, they will not stop. They will not. That protective order, the GPS monitor, is not going to stop them until it's too late and they find out that they're already there. But at the end of the day, let me know your thoughts. That's all we want to talk about. What do we think of this whole situation, y'all? Should he have been given bond in the first place? It sounds like they have a good understanding on why he was allowed to have a bond. But do you agree with that? The world is a crazy place, and if anyone is dealing with any kind of domestic abuse by a partner, male or female, they need to come forward and they need to put a stop to it. No one deserves to put their hands on you. You have to remember that. But that is it for the show today, y'all. We talked about a lot of crazy things. Like always, if you ever disagree with anything I said, please leave a comment. Let's have a discussion about it. I'm never going to say I'm always right. I'm never going to say I understand everything, but I'm willing to listen. That is the point. I'm willing to listen. But remember, y'all, the best way to show your support is always just to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you can be up to date on all the videos. But these videos will be broken down so you can go and see the one you want. But that's it for now. We'll see y'all tomorrow at 6. Peace.